Imagine the courtroom packed wall to wall with reporters, cameras flashing like fireworks on New Year's Eve, and Meghan Markle standing at the center of it all. Tense silence filled the air as a judge revealed the result of a DNA test that would send shockwaves through the world. Prince Harry is not the biological father of Archie. The revelation landed like a thunderclap, and within seconds Meghan's knees buckled. Witnesses said she collapsed right there in court, unable to withstand the crushing weight of betrayal, humiliation, and scandal. It wasn't just a royal drama anymore. It was a global spectacle unraveling in real time, and nobody could look away. The rumor mill has churned for years, whispering about inconsistencies, secrecy, and carefully guarded truths behind Meghan and Harry's life in the spotlight. But when speculation becomes courtroom fact, everything changes. Harry, blindsided and visibly broken, reportedly struggled to process the words echoing across the room. How could the son of Princess Diana, a man who has fought endlessly to protect his family, be told that the child he believed was his heir was not connected to him at all? And what does this mean for Meghan, whose carefully built image seems to crumble with each passing second? This wasn't just about DNA results. It was about trust. It was about the fragility of public perception. And it was about a marriage that now faces the kind of storm that no amount of palace PR spin could possibly contain. But before you rush to judgment, let's take a step back. What led to this jaw-dropping moment? And what lessons can we all take away from a scandal that feels ripped straight from a Hollywood script? First, think about how often people assume they can outrun rumors. Meghan had been confronted with whispers about Archie's lineage since his birth. She dismissed them, the press debated them, and Harry defended his wife fiercely at every turn. Yet, the truth has a funny way of sneaking out when you least expect it. Isn't it ironic that the very secrecy meant to silence speculation became the trigger for its loudest explosion? It reminds us that trust, once cracked, can never be fully restored. How many of us have hidden a truth, big or small, thinking it would protect us, only for it to backfire later? For Harry, this moment is more than betrayal. It's identity shaking. For years, he's painted himself as a modern royal, one who would shield his children from the scrutiny he endured. But now, in a single announcement, his role as a father is called into question in the harshest possible way. Imagine putting your entire life into loving and protecting your child, only to be told that your bloodline ends at the very moment you thought it carried forward. Doesn't it make you wonder what strength it takes to stand back up after such a blow? And then there's Meghan. A woman who's been both adored and attacked in equal measure is now branded with the label of betrayal. Collapsing in court wasn't just a physical reaction. It was symbolic of the collapse of her narrative, the collapse of her carefully curated public persona. The world has seen her as a fighter, a woman who battled against the establishment. But what happens when the fight isn't with the monarchy, but with the truth itself? In many ways, her fall in court mirrors the fall of her credibility. But here's the uncomfortable question. Was she the only one keeping secrets? Or was she carrying the weight of choices influenced by something, or someone else entirely? The fallout from this revelation stretches far beyond one family. For the royal institution, it's a nightmare scenario. Bloodline has always been the currency of monarchy. With one DNA test, the question of succession, legitimacy, and reputation becomes messier than ever. And for the public, it reignites debates about transparency, privilege, and whether the royals themselves can live by the very standards they impose on others. It's not just tea spilled. It's the entire pot crashing to the floor. But let's bring this closer to home for a moment. What does this teach us about our own lives? Betrayal, no matter its scale, forces us to confront painful truths. Maybe you've never been in Meghan or Harry's shoes, but perhaps you've been blindsided by a friend's dishonesty, a partner's infidelity, or even a coworker's betrayal. These moments sting because they shatter the foundation of trust we build our lives on. And yet, in every collapse, there's an opportunity to rebuild, stronger, wiser, and more aware. Isn't that, at its core, what resilience is all about? So where does this leave Harry and Meghan now? For Harry, choices lie ahead. Will he walk away from the woman he defended so relentlessly, or will love outweigh betrayal? For Meghan, the question is survival. both emotional and public. Can she rise from this collapse? Or will it mark the end of her influence on the world stage? And for us, the viewers of this royal saga, it's a reminder that even the most glamorous lives are not immune to raw